Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Porter.
Fox 903, take me over for that square, please.
Just wanted to show you the construction work going on in this building right here. I don't know too much about it, but somebody was telling me that they live in the community and they were against the project. And I guess they've been to the meetings where they were discussing the project and they still decided to build it anyway. So figure I just want to come down here and show you what's going on. Like I said, I don't know a lot about this project. I'll probably inquire later on, like who's behind it, who's building it, and all that good stuff. Right now, it's just documentation purposes of what's going on. And some of y'all probably never even knew they were building this building. We got solar powered lights for the walkway there. A lot of PVC up there for sure. Quite a bit of PVC in that ceiling. All right, let's take a quick walk around so you guys can see what's going on, and you know, if something comes up later on, at least we can say we did come by and check it out. Like I said, I don't know a lot about this project. Imagine it was one of those deals that was made several years in advance, and then you don't find out about it until they actually start doing it. Fire department connection. At least they do have a sign saying that. Let's see what else they got. They do have a knock box, which is another good thing. Guess those are the people who are operating and doing the construction work. So we got gate A. No smoking. We got the BFD knock box, which is very good to have.
Take the 910.
1.3 acres of open space. I guess that's how it's gonna look when you're done.
Can you take us off Mesquite 2 at the CVS in the Grove Hall Mecca? We're all set here, but if you had one car, you have to slide by. So we're all set.
It's a pretty big complex. This appeared to be pretty big. It's a lot of money invested in that for sure. I'm not sure who's behind it, but we might find that out in a later date. All right, let's see what else we got going on over here. Looks like they got a lot of windows in the you can't see it from here, but those trucks over there look like they have a lot of windows in the back of the trucks. See, I can show you. You got a mobile camera setup powered by solar powers right there. A lot of interesting stuff. You got a big crane in the back. That's for hoisting stuff up to the top. All right, let's take a walk around the other side, see what they got over there. Even have the you have the connection with the meter on it, which is the proper way to do it. Nothing wrong with that. All right, we'll take a quick walk around the other side and see what we have. Like I said, I'm not too sure like who's the developer, like the actual person behind it, but you can always inquire later on. This by the way, this is right across the street from the Burger King right here, right on Dorchester Ave. I'm pretty sure you guys, if you live in the city, you know where it's at. Now, I don't know if it's true or not. I heard that they wanted to redevelop this area here as well. I haven't really heard that 100%, but allegedly they wanted to take this whole block right here. So it's interesting. We'll keep an eye on it. Like I said, I don't know all the facts, so if you guys know more than I do, fill me in, then I can add on to this. Like I said, allegedly they wanted to take, or maybe they already did take, I don't know, this whole area here, and I don't know that, so we'll have to keep our eyes on things and see what happens. Maybe later on I'll inquire if some people know, some people don't know. This is like an Asian market / like restaurant type setup. Some of that you might not be able to read, but there's one on the floor there too. I don't know what that one says. I wonder if I can pick it up. I try to pick it up and see if I can tape it back on the wall. If it goes on the wall, then it does. And it don't look like it's gonna stay in the wall. Well, let's try it this way. It's gonna stay for a little bit, not a whole lot. Oops, sorry about that. All right, let's finish walking around and see what else we see over here. Like I said, I don't know what they're gonna do with this. I don't know if they're gonna really take this down and buy the people out, or. And I heard they were offered some money and they might have refused, or who knows. Because technically it's like in the middle of their project. Take a quick walk around and see what else we see.
Good evening.
They may well be taking all this down, all I know, but it looks like they are preparing to take this down, believe it or not. Electronic surveillance. This must be gate B then. If the other gate is gate A, this should be gate B. But there's nothing saying the gate number or letter on it. And from the looks of it, it looks like they're going to be taking all this down.
Thank you for the help.
Because it's all abandoned, it's all fenced in. I wonder if they're going to move the Asian people out of their restaurant there. Because I guess they are going to try to probably strong arm them to get out of there. That's usually what happens. Got another camera set up right up right there. So this should be gate C. If we're going according to the alphabets. Got a camera up there as well. Looks like they were trying to fix this up. Like they're gonna probably take it down. As you see, Board Up Kings put that up there. So we're gonna keep checking out this area because there's a lot going on up in here. So I'm pretty sure they're gonna try to move them out of there because they're probably the only one holding them up from building the rest of the project. Just keep an eye on things. All right, let's take a... No gas meter. Somebody took out the gas meter. Probably National Grid. Just to show you how big this project is. It takes up... This is 274 Hancock Street. Takes up probably a whole city block. You can see it from a distance, so it's pretty big. No shortcuts. Keep your family in mind. Now this says gate C on it, but they actually skipped a couple of gates around the other side over there. Unless those gates are not part of the construction site, but it look like they are. So this theoretically should be gate E. Or D, maybe D. So let's take a quick look and so you guys can see what's on the other side real quick. Not a whole lot, but more cameras up there as well. They got those cameras all around the site. The mobile cameras. Like, I guess they rent them out or whatever they do with them. Let's see what we got here. More signs for surveillance. Now, if that's gate C, this should be gate D, which it doesn't look like there's any label on this gate either. It's a gate, but it's not labeled. See if you guys can, the Boston EMS making its way through the crowd. All right, take a quick peek over here so you guys can see what I see. All right, let's take a quick walk around the rest of it and see what else we see. This looks like a where they pump the water out. It's like a little trench for the water to go out over there to the sewer. What's going on, my man? How you doing? What you been up to? Hold on one second. All right, so just want to show you what the I guess you call them investors, because most people who live in the city don't have that kind of money to build these kind of buildings, and it's unfortunate that most people that live in the city don't get the opportunity to even buy a property because they make it so difficult for you to get it. But this is one of many things. And I heard the stories that there have been groups that came to the city and offered to buy property, and the city of Boston refused to sell it to them. So I have to look into that too. A lot of people just don't speak up on it. Just because they don't say it doesn't mean it's not happening. I assume that car wash is probably going to be next. They probably some investor will probably buy them out and put another building like this right next to it. I'm pretty sure they will. And it's happening all over the city. Look at that. Like, how you think that building got there? Nobody in the community has that kind of money to build that building, but somebody else does. And the other thing that you got to point out too, if these deals were made on the prior administration, you got to stop and question, what is Mayor Wu doing right now in office? What side deals is she doing with big investors? What payoffs is she receiving to allow things like this to happen in her city, or our city, we should say, because it is our city, not her city. And when they, actually, you know what? I am under no illusion that Mayor Wu is any better than any of the other corrupt, what you call it, mayors we had in the community. I ain't under no illusion at all. Because just the mere fact she had not returned my phone call when it was over several months ago, I asked for her to give me a phone call back. That tells you right there some part of, you know, when someone doesn't want to talk to a reporter, and she ducked and dodged Dan Ray a couple of times too. So I gotta see if I can talk to Dan Ray and find out if he's gonna get her on nice side and see what kind of questions he's gonna ask her. Because it'll be interesting to know. Take a quick walk down and see. I just wanted you guys to see how big this operation is. It takes up this whole block here. It takes up this whole. And you guys gotta find out the names. Like, I'm not gonna do all the research for you guys. Find out the names of these big investors and what ties they have with the city of Boston. You know, I can't do everything for you guys.
Looking for a supervisor for Saturday.
Even though I might.
10 a.m. The BAA 5K road race, contact 5167. And that's the supervisor Saturday.
Now this is just a general contractor, so he's not a big person, even though he could be. But he could have some partial involvement, but not major involvement. This is all the project safety board. I'm gonna try to document this because one of my viewers said I don't really write, I don't really document what I see on the board. So I'm gonna try to see if I can give you this whole board and try to go down the list of what the board says.
For violation of the restraining order, 35A Stacia, the caller Stacia has an RO against the child's father who's outside of that location. Donald Garden, black male, 35 years old, should be on foot heading towards Blumenau.
Now this word is a little smaller, so just kind of.
Sir, could you give me end time for the 124 Phillies incident, please?
Gotta be
1746 notated. Thank you, Greg.
Now, everybody should have. This minimum wage is actually wrong. Minimum wage now I think is like $15, so this is definitely an old sign. It's not a current sign at all. It's definitely old. It might have been current when they first put it up, but it's not current to the federal law as we know it to be today in 2022.
Charlie 113, clear with you.
I'm sorry to take so long doing this, but sometimes it's good to have too much than not enough.
We'll be clearing out here. Just one more time, can you reach out to National Grid? I'll follow with you. Did they not respond yet? Thank you, sir.
Some maybe you might have to pause to read because I think I'm going a little too fast, but
Probably 202 for the cat. Can you change it to a vandalism report and then the L20?
vandalism report has
What was the unit number of 35
that print's kind of small. Even for the camera, it's very small. It's very fine print on that. Now most of this paperwork should be at your local job. Most jobs should have this paperwork. Massachusetts wages and hour and everything. If not, you can always call them and get the information right there. And they also have a website as well. I don't know.
19 at Adams Village, 700 block Adams. Thank you. With the patient, unconscious male, approximately 20 years old.
20-year-old male unconscious, 1950.
Okay, I think that's about it. But even if I don't, those last few articles, if I didn't get a good image of them, you can find those in your workplace. A lot of them should be in the workplace by law. If they don't have them in the workplace, it has to be accessible to the employees. If it's not, then you can always call Massachusetts. There's a fair labor or something like that. All right, so let's finish looking at this this work they got going on over here. Looks like that building over there is going to have an elevator in there. That's what it looks like. Could be wrong. Take another look at this over here. What's going on there? Now this is gate B. So I walked around a few gates that did not have any labels on it. And the other thing is there's only one knock box on one side of the gate, which is way over there. Now, if the fire department is on this side of the gate, do you think they're gonna walk all the way over the gate A to get the key for the gate over here? That's not feasible. So the knock box is supposed to be at every single gate. What do you think about this project here? You know anything about this project? If you know anything about this project, let me know. Because I don't know a lot about it, but somebody told me about it, so I'm just documenting what I see. And we'll do all the figuring out later on. I guess they're gonna have like storefronts down in the front here, all commercial space. Take a quick walk through this little tunnel here. They got work going. I wonder if this work over here is part of that project too. They done messed up the area here just to do some construction work. It probably is part of the same thing, who knows? They never tell you everything.
Got it. If available, can I have a Papa vehicle stop? 7, Michael X-ray 73. Going Devon Street right now towards Blue.
On Devon towards Blue.
And they got some more cameras over on this side as well.
You 4 out there, I think it's just try to catch up to it. And kept on through. It looks like dead on.
That's fairly new too. That wasn't always there, so that's like another investment. But I just want to show you how big this area is. So when you guys see it takes up literally the whole block. Takes up the whole block. A couple of neighbors said they were against this project. I don't know the whole reason why they were against it, but allegedly they were against this project. And lo and behold, they still did it. Or they do it anyway. They always do what they want to do, not what the people want. So just want to show you. Take a quick walk down there so you can see what's going on. I'm pretty sure somebody's gonna comment about this because one of my viewers, I think they're the ones that told me about this.
I'm right behind that. Right behind you. Bravo, 82, likewise.
And these look fairly new too. I'm not too sure how new they are, but they look pretty new. They're not old, that's for sure. Definitely new. You have a porta potty across the street there. So I wonder if that's another project being built across the street. I guess it is. Well, we're gonna document everything we see over here anyway. A lot of windows for sure. Now, this doesn't have a name of a construction project on it, but somebody's definitely building something over here. Definitely building something. Get some middle I-beam structures in the back. No basement, just right on the foundation right there. Interesting. You don't know about the stuff that you talk to the people in the neighborhood. And most time the people in the neighborhood are the ones that they've been to some of the meetings, they talked about it, they voiced their opinions, and they usually do what they want to do anyway. Look, there's a trash bag up there. I'm not sure why they get that up there, but it's up there.
I'm at that location. I have the vehicle.
Now, when you get right here, there's some houses that kind of stopped them from taking the whole block. I don't know the story behind these. I have to really, I don't want to say the wrong thing. There are some allegations, but I don't want to say the wrong thing without the facts behind it. So you got a few houses that are in the way of this project from taking the whole block, and we're not going to talk about that right now. Just documenting what we see. So that's pretty much the whole walk around of the whole thing. So as you see, there's only a few obstructions that's preventing them from having the whole block. I don't know the whole details about it. How you doing today? I don't know all the details, but we will keep our eyes on things. I'll catch you guys on the next one. So I walked the whole block and went around the whole thing. And keep in mind, there's open space over here too that may not be that way in a couple of years, just so you guys know. Keep an eye on this building here too, just as a precautionary measure. I heard that they have drawings of this area before it's done. Some people have plans, but we'll have to see. It may not be true. It may be true. Who knows? But we'll keep an eye on things.